made a decision. And by uttering these words, I am binding myself to said decision. I've decided to shave off my hair. I am currently 24 years old and been balding since, well, it started at the age of probably 17. It wasn't that bad at first. I had a few friends, or well, at least one or two, ask me if I noticed that I had a bald spot on the top of my head. And of course I was already aware of it. At the age of 19 to probably somewhere around 21, I was thinning more and more. And then the following year, it was as if it paused and I thought maybe it was over. Maybe it was as thin as it was going to be now. But then during the age of 23 and up till this date, I started thinning again. And I guess I am going bald at some point. So as I said, tonight I've made the decision to shave it off, trying to find a date now. I've recently been accepted at the University of Southern Denmark to come study philosophy for the next 3 to 5 years, starting by the 1st of September. So preferably it should be done soon, otherwise I'll probably end up postponing it till the summer or maybe once I graduate, and that will be a long time. And at that point, the state of my hair would probably be worse. So that's something I'll have to face. But I will say something, it is more than just about looks. People forget that appearance is more than looks. It is personality, it is actions, it is vibrations. People look at your beauty through the person that you are, not what is shown on the outside. You are not the cover of the book, you are the interior. You are the words of the book, the words on every single page. That is what makes you you. And that is what the real people will see. Because they look beyond the looks when it comes to the appearance, the perception of a person. I'm uploading this on this channel to share a moment of honesty with you guys, an intimate moment, so to say, and to stay true to the philosophy, mysticism, and our practice. I have to rise and better myself, improve myself. I have to take the necessary steps to become better, a better version of myself, to become the best version of myself. That is what we strive for. Because we know actions speak louder than words. And if you do nothing, expect to be but nothing. Take matter into your own hands. When you see a need for improvement, improve. Go for it. Become better, my child. Because that is the way. What I'm doing in this video, shaving off my hair in a minute, it is more than just about appearance, looks. To put it into words, I would say that this is about self-improvement. To tell the full story, we'll have to go back a good handful of years. Back when I was a boy, a young boy, 13 years old, when I first started getting my beard and my voice got deep, I was insecure. I did not like attention, so I did not change much about myself, because I did not like the looks and the questions and the comments that would follow. That is why I kept my brown hair, even though I truthfully wished to have it black. It took me 6 years to take the step. I even kept my beard. I never liked having a beard, but I had never shaved either. So I just stuck to what I knew. Thought I would stay clear of all the attention. But once I started at my first year of high school, that is when I said to myself, it is time, Dave. It is time to dye your hair. So together with my mom, we dyed it black. And after that I went to the hairdresser and dyed it black. And I kept it black ever since. that boosted my self-confidence, my self-love. I finally felt like I was getting closer to who I really was, who I was meant to be. Of course, we're still talking about looks then. But this is how I perceived myself. It was my dream to be this pale, slender, white, gothic type guy. And so now my hair was black. And of course it was time for the beard to go as well. So I shaved it off for the first time. I was so happy about it. I cannot remember a time that I took any actions that made me happier about myself. I have always loved myself, but that is when I truly loved the reflection of myself in the mirror. And fasting forward, here we are today. For a year I've been considering to maybe do a hair transplantation at some point. But it's too expensive, time consuming. It is running from the actual problem maybe. Or at least it's not for me. That is what I can say after making a list of plus and minuses about whether going to do a hair transplantation or just shave the whole thing off. YouTube recently recommended me a channel called Baldcafe, hosted by a guy named, I believe his name is Harry, having guests on sharing their stories about their experience with balding and showing the moment when they shaved it all off. As for now, I've only seen positive outcomes, and I do think I would be able to rock the bald look as well. Shout out to Harry, he's doing a good thing out there. And that is what this video is as well. Me sharing my experience, me showing you the moment when I shaved it all off. My farewell to the long hair. A rebirth, you might say. 'Cause I must kill the old me to become the better one and rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Reborn. That is how it goes. And so should you. Not shave, but seek to become the best version of thyself. That is what we do. That is what we strive for in the family of Menace. Self-improvement. Bringing thoughts to actions. And do what you set yourself up to do. That is why I've binded myself to the promise and I will be shaving it off. No matter what. I'm not changing my mind. I've had this hair all my life. Now I'm freeing myself. As individuals, we cling to our outward appearance, our looks. We think that's what matters, but it really isn't. People see much more than that. They see your actions, your words, the mood, your vibration. It speaks louder than what you see out here. So that's the point. It's a spiritual experience for me. Ridding myself of a big part of my personality. I've always been known as the guy with the long hair. I had long hair even back when it wasn't a trend, when it wasn't accepted, when it wasn't cool out here. As a kid they asked me, are you a boy or a girl? I told them, shut the fuck up. And now I'll match with a skinhead. Maybe that's a word to censor for YouTube, I don't know. But that's the truth. You are so much more than what meets the eye. You are not your outside appearance. You are high and beyond. And you must understand and recognize this. So I'm freeing myself. I don't want to go around with this burden no more. I know that I am much more than my carnal body. And so are you, my friend, brother, sister. So are you. For some reason, my mom always liked it look when I had my hair set up in the back here. Do you think I could go bald? Otherwise, I'm just proving that I am more than my hair. And so it shall be done. It shall fall, and I shall be bald. I'm cutting it here. See you in the next sequence. As individuals, we do often express ourselves through makeup, hairstyles, clothing, and so on, piercings, tattoos, whatever it might be, etc. And so it is, of course, it's clear and obvious that it will become a part of our identity. It is easy to get attached to what we see right here. Hide your pimples. But you are more than that. And this is about more than that. Like, you could probably even see some gray hairs in my eyebrows. Well, at least wide. I started getting gray hairs when I was 20 years old. Started bowling when I was about 16, 17. Got my beard when I was 13. Looks are looks. It ain't your appearance. It ain't you. You're more than that. The funniest ones are actually those hairs that are singly by themselves. Just one piece of hair. For a long time it was tangled up so it would look like it was a short hair, but then it got untangled and I usually just hide it by doing this. Then it kind of just stays up there. Sometimes it goes down, but it's whatever case, people don't notice it at all. So, I've just gotten back home from a visit to my parents for about 10 days. And I would say that I've already been adjusting quite well to the change. At first, of course, by instinct, I would try and gather my hair at the back of my head or something, and then comes the realization that, oops, it's not there anymore. and then further on, whenever I would see my shadow on the asphalt, it would be like, whoa, a quick realization right there. Not that I wasn't aware of it, and I know there's no hair on my head anymore, but it was just my subconscious acting in the habits, the motions, moving your hand through your hair. That's what I'm talking about. Those instincts, those subconscious acts and movements. But after 10 days or so, I would say that even my subconscious at this point has grown used to the new image, or, well, the change, let's just say. You may ask if I regret it. Do I miss the hair? Sure, I've always wanted that long black hair, as I told you, but even the bald-headed look, that suits me quite well. And through social media, in real life relations and whatsoever, I've gotten over 100 people giving me positive feedback and compliments. Sky-high compliments, I tell you. And also they've noticed that I started trying to grow out my beard for a little. I've never wanted beard, but Since I'll no longer have hair on the top of my head, I may so just get below. And we'll see where it goes. Right now I'm just trying to see what's actually possible. What possibilities do I have? And if you've been struggling with hair loss or balding, my honest advice would be that you'd have to do your own research. Maybe make a plus-minus list as I did. Figure out what's the best solution for you. You gotta live for yourself and do things for yourself. You cannot always sacrifice yourself for everybody else. Because you are the only one. You are the one that is going to live with yourself for the rest of your goddamn life. Isn't that enough reason to treat yourself? To think about your own happiness. Benefit yourself. Take actions to become better. And to like yourself even more. I tell you, when you react on the ideas you have of your own, instead of doing whatever you think everybody else wants you to do, that is when you can truly connect with yourself and achieve those milestones of happiness, if you want to say, the milestones to joy, a joyful and happy life. You gotta think about yourself. Don't be so concerned with everybody else's opinion. Hair, no hair, nobody will notice. Only your close people will notice if you shave off your hair. None of them out in the public will even know. They will just be thinking, oh, it's another bald guy. Actually, they won't even think that. I wasn't thinking about bald people before I considered it myself. That's when I noticed that, oh, he's bald. I was out with one of my friends. We went to the cinema, had a good time. And I was pointing out all these balding and bald people. Now I'm one of them. So you see, there's actually nothing to worry about. I promise you. Some will say that you might not have the head shape for it. But how will you know until you actually try it out? You gotta surround yourself with the best people. Surround yourself with people that makes you feel good. Not by the popular acknowledgement, but by actual and genuine love. Actual care. You gotta surround yourself with the best of the best. To you. Not the best as in, oh, this is the elite and highly educated people, but those that goes well along with your business, so to say, per se. If you're a happy guy, if you care about nature, of course you won't be out with people littering. If you like to read a book, if you like to study, you won't be around those people worshipping shit. Don't let yourself be dragged down by cultures of alcohol and so on. Just do what's best for you. So that's it. I don't regret my decision. I'm far happier with what I have now than what I had before. And that's it. Strive to become better. Seek to achieve your goals. Do it for yourself. It's been Dave Astranas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys at some point. As I told you, I'm starting at the university in just a few days from now, to study philosophy. Oh, it's gonna be a great time, 3 to 5 years. And hopefully, it will just make it all so much better. For me, and essentially, for you. All I do is for you. All I do is for us. There is no concern about I. We are family. See you guys out there.